día más. Ayer hubo directo de Genshin, ¿vale? La verdad es que fue un poco lamentable entre que no hubo apoyo y entre que me dormí en el puto directo. Pues, en fin, la verdad es que bastante XD, ¿no? Y bueno, la verdad es que hoy por la mañana he estado jugando a Fortnite, me lo he pasado bien, la verdad, he estado bien. Y nada, os debo, además de este, os debo 6 horas de directo, entonces os deberé un directo más la semana que viene, ¿vale? Porque esta semana he hecho 4 horas, pues la semana que viene haré otras 4, ¿vale? Entonces eso, porque mañana no puedo hacer directo, si no me lo quitaba ya de encima y ya estaba resuelto el problema, ¿vale? Así que nada, vamos a jugar un rato. Vamos a ver si salimos ya del fuerte Merópide, que llevamos ya un par de directos aquí. Vamos a ir entrando. Hemos empezado a las 5:33. Sí, hombre, sí, que numerín, no puede ser. Fernando Alonso, el nano, eh, eh, puntos suspensivos y todo eso. Así que nada, vamos a darle a ver qué tal. Y nada, vamos a pasarlo bien. No sé si haremos, cuando terminemos de hacer esta misión, podremos salir del fuerte y haremos otra misión de Arconte. Pero tenéis que tener en cuenta que hay que explorar las otras zonas, ¿vale? Del mapa, que todavía no las he explorado, ni siquiera la primera. Entonces, bueno, nos faltan un montón de cosas en Fontaine y yo creo que sí va a haber contenido hasta que termine el año, ¿vale? Así que voy a preparar esto bien y le damos caña. Por cierto, creo que no sé si fue el viernes o fue el jueves que metieron en HBO la película de Blue Beetle. La verdad es que la quiero ver. No la quise ir al cine, ir a ver al cine porque decían que era lamentable. Y eso es lo que están diciendo. Así que bueno, la verdad es que últimamente yo y el cine de superhéroes... eh, la verdad, no me ha apetecido ir al cine a ver todo lo que tiene que ver lo de Miss Marvels y todo eso. Y no lo sé, la verdad es que se pierde un poco el interés, la verdad, con todo lo que está sucediendo. Pero bueno, supongo que es lo que hay, ¿no? También yo creo que es algo, un castigo respecto a la gente de Marvel que haga las cosas así de mal, ¿no? Pero bueno. Eh, no sé por qué no recogí esto el otro día. Y supongo que esta semana iré a ver Napoleón. El viernes, a lo mejor no hay directo de Fortnite este viernes. También no me acordaba que os lo tenía que decir. Así que eso. Mm, no sé si tengo que deciros algo más. Mm, la verdad es que no estoy siendo consciente ahora si os tengo que decir algo más. Así que vamos a volver a la enfermería y eso. No hay ninguna noticia nueva. Bueno, si estáis siguiendo el Mundial Sub-17 de la FIFA, España le ha tocado a Japón en octavos y en posibles cuartos o contra Estados Unidos o contra Alemania, si no recuerdo mal.
Welcome back. How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea? Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could
Por
still
cierto, esta
barely hear
mañana
two people
estuve
talking
preparando el
next to me.
cuadro para todo lo que os
They were
comenté
discussing everything,
del
from the
mejor Ibarblog
leaves
del
to
año
the water
y ya
and
está
even the
subido a las
teacups
historias de
themselves.
Ibarblogs. Entonces, bueno,
Must have been
la
Risley and
verdad es
Seashred.
que me ha gustado hacerlo. Ha estado
Yeah, I
divertido.
heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
I really can't make sense of
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your... Yeah, I took the
La
time
verdad
to...
es que quiero
Nobody
salir de
else
este
is
lugar lo
around.
antes
All
posible.
right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself, firstly,
Así que voy a
why
esquipear
was
también
Ooh.
lo
That's
antes
our lady.
posible, ¿vale?
Secondly, I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, as long as the fortress... If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working...
You're super.
If Risley does... that I don't have enough...
Vale.
Let's see.
Could Risley have wanted... If you remember...
Or perhaps he didn't
También
know and just
o me
wanted to bring
contó
father
que
over
de
to...
nuevo,
Yeah,
gracias a
that
Hugo,
makes sense to... The two of
literalmente
you
casi
have
todas las
already aided
semanas
us
hablo de
far
Hugo,
too
un
much.
grande Hugo.
We
Que
probably
la
wouldn't be...
escena
If you ever need
post-créditos
anything else going forward, though you may
me
not share
parecía
the
chico
sentiment,
bestia
after all that we've gone
de
through
los
together,
X-Men,
the three of us based...
You
de
have my
Miss
great...
Marvel,
Thank you for
entonces bueno,
protecting...
pues hacen como un
Why
poco de
are you being
introducción
so
también
formal all of a
hacia
sudden?
los X-Men en el UCM, pero bueno, es algo que ya se sabía. Pues tengo bastante... Ahora tengo cosas pendientes de Marvel que ver, como la película esta, de la segunda temporada de Loki y demás, pero bueno. Como ya perdí la suscripción de Disney Plus, pues en fin. Vale, voy al comedor. Vamos, pues. Se acaba de matar el personaje por el que ha saltado la puta cinemática. ¿Me estás puto vacilando?
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner? Huh. What would you like to eat?
Comida, la
Yep,
verdad.
you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too, don't forget. No problem.
Un sabor terrible.
So delicious. I'm so happy. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so... Seedween? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking. You're really good. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? Oh, and what? Oh, that. Thankfully. Although the path was... Oh, and I was You were all so... Oh. Get a good night's rest.
Vale, gracias. Dejarnos salir de aquí, por favor. Vuelve al fucking área de descanso. La verdad es que estaría bien que hubiera punto de teletransporte en todos los lugares importantes de este fuerte mierda. Eso es de las cosas que no me gusta, pero bueno, la idea es muy buena. El sitio, lo que es la ambientación así, super steampunk y demás, está súper guay, pero no sé, me da mucha pereza en general todo este sitio, porque la verdad es tan repetitivo. No sé qué, lo otro, en fin, la verdad. Y sí, se ha muerto el puto personaje porque ha saltado la fucking cinemática, tío.
Come on, we can do it. I'll protect us.
Bro, gracias. Y obviamente sé que hay puntos de transporte, pero digo que haya uno, por ejemplo, en la habitación, no en los lugares importantes, sino en cada puta planta, te lo juro, qué asco.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
Semina.
Delicious.
Out of my way! Get what happened! Why is there no idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Os tengo que recordar que ya terminamos una misión aquí en el fuerte Megapir, entonces se supone que hay dos. Tiene su importancia, la verdad. Y supongo que meterían las dos misiones juntas, la verdad. Emergencia, parece. Por la alarma que estoy escuchando.
What happened? Why is everyone running around?
correr.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
¿Cómo se saliría de este antro?
What's wrong with these people? They won't even...
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
We still in Lavaroon.
Podrían haber ido a nuestra habitación, ¿no? En vez de buscarnos así.
Lafaroon was saying you...
Wait, weren't you the one?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with... Yeah, he said to get us...
Oh no, it can't be that thing.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey!
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention, please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Vale. Nice.
They're here.
Just like I said.
We have it.
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, two, one.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Wow, me ha parecido increíble la cinemática. Ha estado en silencio porque es súper guapa, ¿no? No puede ser, Carlos. No puede ser. No me lo puedo estar creyendo. Hola, Carlos. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo has encontrado mi canal de YouTube? En fin. Bastante XD. Qué puto genio. Venía a saludarte. Estudia, Carlos, estudia. En fin.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately. Farina will soon be meeting with the knave there.
Me lo enseñaste en San Diego. Y hasta el día de hoy no te has dignado a venir a saludarme. O sea, es lamentable, Carlos. Lamentable. Uy, que tengo filo. Qué ganas de cortarse el cuello con Platón y Aristóteles, la verdad. Chao, Carlos.
Look, there are a ton of Fatui and Palemir. Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet, though I'm sure he's already explained.
Sí, sí, sí. Adiós, precioso. Chao, pescado.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
Of course. How could they not attend him?
It is my pleasure.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time. See this?
Por cierto, ya conseguimos salir de este sitio. Que ya era maldita hora, la verdad.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do... I wonder how he's doing now.
Since we're talking...
Oh, so you're also familiar... Against ordinary people, my call... Coming from you, that's...
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a... Oh.
Because...
And where did he go?
Well...
The fortress of Meripede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely? That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago, since he was unfortunately unavailable. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? Hold on.
I suppose this is also a sign of...
I...
Have we entered into the next...
La verdad es que la cinemática
My
fue
thanks to you
increíble.
both. I will
A
take
lo
it
mejor
from
se viene
here.
ahora muy top ahora. Pero por fin podemos salir de lo fucking fuerte, la verdad.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Qué buena es la música.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury. would unleash endless catastrophe.
¿Va a poner un sello?
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Vale. Nice. Pere, 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 pam.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Let me guess. We're sick.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet.
Very well. It was indeed just...
You made a bet.
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least...
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now?
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of...
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend.
No need to stay here if you have a
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the
Vale. Nice, supongo.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house. Miss Farina.
What are you trying?
At this point, I don't think yet. The prophecy's hanging above us, but you?
You're wrong.
I am not alone in... Oh, great.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right. Fontaine will.
Then I ask you, Miss...
My Mac...
I see. As a god, allow me to be so bold. Oh.
The emergent...
Then allow me to jog your memory. And what do you plan to do with the
The orators?
So you also have no... I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the orchard. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Neuvillette is not at the tea party with us today.
Yeah.
Of course I will. Although, I must say... Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Nice.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently... You too.
Oh,
You're welcome. It is...
Very well.
Mind seeing me off, Traveler.
Paimon's coming...
Perfecto. Vale, que me dicen acompaña a Arlequino hasta la salida. Ok. Ba-da-dum.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me.
That's what Paimon thought.
You lent your aid to the children. That was all. Formal top. I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede.
They've all been working.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit... You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to...
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared...
Didn't he say he was
I...
Forget it. He did give us... I will be meeting someone short...
Do you require help?
No need. I need to
Por
meet with
cierto,
Farina,
poco se habla de
Hydro
que en
Archon.
Fontaine literalmente
She
solo hemos
is at
estado
the
en lo que
heart
es
of
el tribunal esto, en el fuerte Merópide y en lo que es la corte, ¿no? Lo que es la ciudad grande. Y me duele todo el cuerpo. Ayer que fue viernes fui al gym después del directo, en los hombros, seguramente me haya lesionado o haya hecho daño. En fin, por poner mal la barra.
The
Y el
hydronosis
cuello
is not
también.
currently held. In fact,
Porque estuve haciendo
this
sentadillas
Archon
desde el
doesn't
cuello
seem like a god at all.
Who are you?
y lo tengo cagado.
What are you trying to do? Please don't.
The fear in her... I left the scene with you. Not long after. There's no doubt that there... I have to...
Yes,
Qué asco me
Father.
da
My dear
el
children.
hablar
News from the
contigo.
fortress of
Probably the hand...
I'm afraid so.
This is a good... Set up a meeting for me. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappeared. The initiative belongs...
Se escucha el agua, no ocurre nada.
You should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close. It wouldn't mean anything. I've now had 2 chances to
Vale,
enjoy. I am a
recordar que os
servant of
comenté
Her
ya,
Majesty,
que
that's
ayer,
all. Of course, that is
que
all
cuando
just how
sal-
it is, however. Don't you think Fontaine is quite
saliéramos
intrigued? Ultimately,
del
though,
fuerte ese
you
de
don't need to
merda,
commit to anything right now, of
os dije
course.
que quería
I
ver
have a
si habían
feeling that the
metido alguna
situation will
expansión más
continue
en el
to
mapa,
evolve.
lo
And
que era
as your
en
name is
Fontaine,
often
así que ahora
connected with
lo miro.
noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
¿Lo vi?
He certainly returned quickly.
La voz varonil de este
Is it
hombre.
over?
For now, yes. But this... Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply... So as expected, the knave has turned up. Permission granted.
Whoa. You can't tell us? Then...
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to... I believe so. The fortress has a long and... And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Huh? Why is it...
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
Neuvillette es el rey dragón del agua. ¿Qué coño es eso?
The dragon
Exacto.
of... Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
Qué asco me da.
My apology.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we?
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this...
Right. There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordials, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you...
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, they say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power.
elemental archons and 7 matching dragon
No sé si hemos conocido otros dragones ahora que lo
The
estoy
dragon
pensando.
sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much, given the status quo, however.
Oh.
I still have some urgent matters.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. We'll see you another time.
Chao.
Take care.
Vale, pues creo que ya estaría finalizada la misión. Pues no. Cosa de fuerte me pido que para ver cómo están todos. Vale, antes de eso. Me interesa ver lo de si han metido una actualización en el mapa o no. Eso es lo primero. A ver. Me parece que no. Algo que es importante y no he hecho, y lo dije en su día ya, y me daba mucho toque cuando estaba dentro del fuerte Merópide y no podía entrar, era pillar este punto estatua de los 7. Entonces, ahora, estoy visualizando. Es que aquí hay otra de esta de los 7 que no, por cierto no he cogido. Ahí no me voy a meter, la verdad, no me interesa, ni me apetece. Entonces voy a hacer teleport aquí, pillo esta estatua de los 7. Espera un segundo. Y me meto ahora en el fuerte Merópide, ¿vale? Nice. Me ha hecho gracia como he preguntado a Carlos cómo ha encontrado mi canal de YouTube, literalmente como si estuviera en un recóndito lugar del Averno, ¿eh? Me iba a tirar, pero he dicho... nice, es una mala idea. Pensé que iba a estar debajo del agua, ¿eh? Pues no, mejor. Mejor, la verdad. Vale. Wow. Condado y Fey, un 4%. Es decir, una puta mierda. No sé si tengo muchos hidróculus, la verdad. 3, de hecho. Creo que no voy a ir ni a ayudarle de la misión secundaria, la verdad. Haber estudiado. Creo que voy a tener que hacer teleport. Porque no sé cómo funciona esto. Espérate. Creo que he visto un cofre. Correcto. Oye, tiene mucha vida, esta mierda. Esto puede llegar a ser muy cansino, ¿eh? Por un puto cofre, la verdad. Joder. La verdad es que estaba haciendo eso porque quería saber cuál era la vida del bicho. Muere ya. Por un fucking cofre que me da una mierda. Lo vamos a ver ahora, pero bueno. Joder, qué hostias. Mira, aquí está el fuerte, me lo pide. Claro, es que nunca lo habíamos a ver desde aquí porque nos lo habían metido desde una cinemática. Oye, increíble, está muy bien hecho el sonido del agua, Nada, me parece perfecto este sitio, pero voy a hacer teleport. Vamos. Piripipipim. Vale, ahora a ver cómo se ve esto desde aquí ahora. Oh, qué bendición, ahora sí.
You guys are back?
¿Qué hacen ustedes acá?
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Vale. A ver qué ocurre aquí en el despacho de Griozli. Vale.
Courier, Miss Sijwin told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Courier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
Vale.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
Vale, vamos arriba. Zonas acuáticas de Fontaine. Estrictamente hablando, los percebes... ¿Qué es esto? Son engendros fortomarinos. Pero ¿qué es esto de los... Ferberechos, no, los percebes? Chico percebe. Increíble Bob Esponja. Las mejores series de mi infancia. Lo he hablado con algún amigo y algunas bromas son bastante adultas, ¿eh? Son bastante de... la verdad. Vamos a ver... No quiero dormirme. Es una falta de respeto hacia mí y hacia vosotros, la verdad. Nice. ¿Tú qué?
Sijwin! Traveler, Paimon, you're back! Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt? We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it? A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided. How did Nervalet know that he was needed here? Well, Miss sure Nervalet has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
Vale. Creo que me falta un pibín. Pero espera un segundo. Creo que eso está en sí. Espera un segundo. Es que me estoy poniendo nervioso. Vale. Nice. A ver.
I want to go on a vacation with
Vale, pero no te pregunté.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Whoa, how did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
Okay.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
Huh. That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious... Well, next time, you're going to
Qué
have
buena
tea
es la
and snacks
música.
with us.
Nice. Habla con Grizzly, pues estará en su despacho, supongo, ¿no? Pues no está fuera de este antro. No, a este... Grizzly le gusta vivir en este antro, por lo que veo. Pow, 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 pow. Piri, piri, pi, piri. Nice. Okay. ¿Qué quieres?
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Clorand has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Nervalette got the milkshake. Clorand received lipstick instead.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Nervalette's own fault for making Sijuin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies. Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Are these from Sijuin too?
Nope, they're from yours truly. You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
You may access the... Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Vale, vuelve al área de descanso para descansar. O sea, pero ¿por qué tenemos que descansar aquí? No entiendo nada. Ya hemos terminado la misión. Me puedo salir ya de aquí si me place. O sea, en serio, si esto es en serio. Es que además me da mucha pereza explorar este mapa porque como es bajo el agua y demás, pero bueno, habrá que hacerlo en su momento. Nice. Piripim. Fucking cangrejo de antes, que no sé cuánta vida tenía. Es una mierda el combate bajo el agua, la verdad. Vale, llevamos ya casi una hora en directo. Está bien saber eso.
We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Vale.
Sure feels that way. But the truth is, we never did anything bad to begin with, so I'm not sure why we put so much pressure on ourselves. Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not true. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. There are so many bad things in the world. You're counting Paimon today? Aren't you the only adventurer here? Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer for... just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a... We should be safe now. All right then. Good night to you, traveler.
Ahora tiene que pasar algo, ¿verdad? Que nos despierte. Ojo. Tartaglia, Novillo. Está encima de una ballena gigante. Vale, capítulo 4, acto 4 completado. Gracias a Jesus. Vale, pues tenemos una hora para hacer la siguiente misión. Un segundo. Para reclamar este número de Nice. Acto 5. Espera hasta el día siguiente, de 8 a 12. Vale, pues voy a esperar. Vale. Nice.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today? Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Mascarada de los culpables. Habla con la recepcionista. Vale. ¿Quién me invita? ¿Quién es esta mujer?
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon...
It's been so long since we've been to the surface.
Ya hemos estado en los superficie de pedazo mongólica.
What's happening?
Buena pregunta. ¿Estás bien? Le dice.
I'm fine.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Por cierto, si no me hubiera dormido no creo que hubiera terminado la misión en el directo anterior. Pum, para, pa, parum. Pum, pum, para, pa, parum.
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't... Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs...
So, the fortress...
If you recall our...
Huh. By the way...
I believe today...
Wait, seriously?
¿Qué tú eres? ¿Lo que tú eres? Dice.
It's you
Y
two.
la traducción en inglés, so seriously.
That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now... Oh, yeah. Paimon... Then be sure to...
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask.
Well, you actually agreed.
Ah, so you do...
After being down here for so long, I imagine... Yeah, don't worry.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
We'll do our best. Well, it seems our work in the fort... We should probably... You're going to see Monsieur Nervillette?
I'm sure just your regard... You're right.
Ve al palacio Mormonia. Vale, esto está ya fuera de aquí, ¿verdad? Gracias. Pero bueno, vamos a la ciudad de siempre. Eso me da también da asco. La verdad, es que lo que me da rabia de Fontaine es que siempre vas al mismo sitio. O es el juzgado, vas a la ciudad grande, o ya, la verdad. Vamos, pues.
let the show begin.
10%. Vale.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here, but you can see yourselves in.
Everyone's so busy. Seems a lot has been happening.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Today should be the day you were released from the Fortress of Meripede, and it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
A massive whale.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea. A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself. Yes? What is it?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago. The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater, then the situation in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her!
I would also like to go there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes. I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
There's no time to lose! Let's get going!
Please be careful.
Vea Poisson. Porque lo he leído con acento francés. Ok.
Oh no! What happened here? Navia should be around here, right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Busca a Navia o a Navia, no sé cómo se dice eso, en Poisson. En Poisson. Vale, pues si está ahí, pues está ahí.
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
Look! There's someone on the roof over there!
Just stay put! We're coming up! Watch your balance!
All right! Just hurry! I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own? My Desiree!
Oh, he looks pretty sad.
My leg! My leg! How could this have happened? It hurts!
Terrible, ¿no?
Just hang in there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Vale, sigo buscando la tipa esta.
Oh, it's Navia! She's over there! Hey, Navia! Are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
Demoiselle! There was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1, and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right. You'll be in charge. I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Ah, right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded in the waterways. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from everywhere. The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere. Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved. Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights. The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but the water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible. No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Demoiselle! We've got a situation here!
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Vale.
Okay, the wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh?
La verdad que me está dando mucha pereza lo que está diciendo esta gente. Al menos esta facción de Fontaine tampoco me lleva mucho la atención. Me parece más divertido todo lo de Novillet y demás, pero tampoco... Es que, no sé, yo creo que se han pasado un poco todo en general aquí en Fontaine. Porque, no sé, me da la sensación de que, pues eso, que a lo mejor lo han querido hacer mejor que con otros sitios. Porque yo creo que se nota todo lo que son las cinemáticas, el amor que ponen al juego y demás. Pero... la verdad es que, no sé, he intentado hacer bien, pero me da la sensación de que muchas cosas que están muy saturadas de todo, la verdad. O al menos yo creo que me aburren. Es que yo creo que las 3 primeras zonas nunca me llegaron a aburrir. Pero a partir de Sumeru, no sé, me dan esos vibes, la verdad. Oye, lamentable que esté intentando subir por ese otro lado. Pensaba que me iba a caer y además no tenía estamina, ¿eh? Se le va a terminar la estamina, no me digas nada. Lo sabía, tío. Qué asco, qué asco. Ahí estamos. Si me da tiempo voy a ese desafío, a hacerlo. Y no, pues no. XD.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson...
Right. That's how things...
Navia? Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry. I just... Malus and Silver.
Huh? What happened to them?
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but they were helping evacuate and... I've known them. I could at least hold a funeral for my father. And I know where he rests. But as for Malus and Silver...
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that.
I can understand.
See, it's not just...
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those...
Buying yourself a plot?
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Hey, stop.
I'm quite serious.
That makes sense. And that...
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could...
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip?
Por cierto, me he enterado de que la franquicia de Oakland, de Athletics, va a abandonar Oakland y se va a ir a Las Vegas, como se hizo lo mismo con los Riders de Oakland y que se fueron a Las Vegas. Entonces nada, pues no sé. Si yo fuera de Oakland, que estaría muy enfadado, la verdad. Ya no con Las Vegas, sino por cómo se ha gestionado todo. Al final, cuando pasó todo, yo lo digo por cercanía, ¿no? Que todo lo que tiene que ver con la venta de la franquicia de los... no me acuerdo cómo se llamaban, pero era el equipo de baloncesto de Seattle que se fue a Oakland. Por eso, de hecho, estuvo jugando unos años Supersonics, los Supersonics. Estuvo jugando unos años Kevin Durant en Seattle y luego se fue lo vendieron al final a los incompetentes de los que tienen más dinero. Obviamente iban a sacar lo mejor para su franquicia, ¿no? Por eso es tan importante, ¿no? Aquí todo el tema de que en Estados Unidos se trabaje en los deportes con franquicias en vez de con otras cosas. Así
Water is light. So you're... Of course. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like. Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance. You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals. Indeed. Allow me to share the latest. During some recent... Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious. My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents. Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you. Which is why I want to give you this task. The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house. I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Oh!
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss?
But are you sure you're up to exploring some...
Well, I'm sad, yes. But I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes... Besides...
Since you put it that way, all right.
Okay, the three...
Vale, me piden ir a las ruinas, no sé dónde están exactamente. Así que vamos a ver, nos queda media hora. Vale, pues por lo que veo nunca he estado por esta zona. Es que ni siquiera lo tengo explorado. Bueno, eso es bueno, la verdad. Voy a hacer lo siguiente, voy a tirarme aquí, voy a coger el coso, el ferry este, voy a pillar este dominio, sigo avanzando luego, pillo estos dos sitios y vengo aquí, ¿vale? Entonces, vamos a ello. Como que tenga que coger el ascensor, que no me acuerdo, que seguramente... no, me parece que ya no, porque ya lo había pillado. O ya está pillado. En efecto. Gracias. Lo dicho, cuando pasemos al lado del dominio, pues nos tiramos al dominio, ¿vale?
Welcome to the Clementine Line Aquabus. This boat tour will take you to the magnificent Court of Fontaine, the most important city in our nation. I'm Aval, and I'll
I'll be your tour guide for this trip. Even though I'm not as reliable as Elfan from the Navia line,
Vale,
I'll
me voy a
still
tirar
do
ya.
my very best. And if you're dissatisfied with anything, feel free to let me know right away.
Lo siento, necesitaba pillar el dominio. La verdad es que esto ya está dentro de lo que es exploración, ¿no? Vamos a explorar, de hecho, la primera parte, que es el condado Rocío Blanco. Así que bien, supongo. Vale, luego vamos al cofre de ese otro lado.
Give up.
Windblade!
Judgment.
La leche.
Let's dance.
Punishment. You can't run.
Well done. A reward on the road.
Vale. ¿Qué es eso que está encima de él? Del barco. Se me deja subir, amigo, claro. La verdad es que sí me interesa. De musea, vale. Contenedor, vale. La verdad es que no sé cómo funciona muy bien. Pero bueno. Va a cargar ningún.
Judgment. Submit. It's nothing.
Mira, mira, mira.
Shiver. Yeah. Yeah.
Vale, creo que no le afecta el agua.
Give up.
Windblade!
Judgment. It's nothing. Punishment. Your life is mine.
Vale.
We can't have treasure unaccounted for.
Voy a las ruinas, vale. Lo que os estaba diciendo. Vamos a explorar esta zona, que es lo que... Seguramente haya algún que otro cofre por esta parte. Entonces, antes de llegar aquí, pues... veremos lo que hay, ¿vale? Parece ser que hay un boss ahí. Simplemente si pillo el TP bien, si no, pues nada. No me va a pelear a la gente, con la gente si no hay un cofre, la verdad, no me apetece. Por cierto, no sé si lo comenté el otro día en directo, ya salieron los nominados de los GOTY. Uno es Alan Wake, que he escuchado muy buenos comentarios, la verdad es que me gustaría jugar. No digo más.
Disappear.
Hunter becomes
Done.
Let the show begin. Huh.
Picked the wrong test subject.
A reward on the road.
Vale, bien. ¿Cuánto llevo explorado ya con eso? Un 22, por cierto. Seguramente haya muchos cofres ocultos y demás, pero bueno. Hola, adiós. Vale. Aquí hay un hidróculos. Oye. No sé cómo funciona eso, la verdad. Dos de esos bichos. Tiene mucha vida. Me matan. No paran, no paran. Uno fuera. ¡Muere! No quiere ver ni puto. Ah, que podría haber hecho eso y me lo hubiera cargado directamente. Ok, tío. Genial. Fantástico. Bueno, yo estaba en busca del TP en realidad. Madre mía, yo podría haberla atacado. Madre de Dios. ¿Es por aquí abajo o qué? Sí. Si no es por aquí abajo, no sé para qué pondría un agujero así de grande en el mapa. Yo vengo por el TP, no me pienso enfrentar a ese puto. La verdad. Vale, ahora vamos a por el otro TP. A lo mejor simplemente me estoy columpiando. De que se pueda bucear en las otras zonas del mapa en la que antes no se podía. No creo. La verdad. No he ido tampoco a Mondstadt, ni a Zuma, ni a Liyue, ni a Sumeru, pero bueno, no creo que se pueda. Bien.
Go, Barbara, go!
¿Qué coño es eso?
Go, Barbara, go!
Aquí hay muchas cosas que no sé qué coño son, la verdad. Y como no leo los tutoriales últimamente, pues... En fin, pasa lo que pasa, ¿no? ¿Cómo que llevo a un 35%? Sí, casi no he hecho nada, tío, de ir aquí a aquí. Pero bueno, vale. Iré a descubrir el dominio que me falta y eso es lo último que descubrir en esta zona, ¿no? La verdad. En parte me recuerda también, creo que lo comenté la primera vez que vinimos a Fontaine, en parte a Mondstadt. No sé. Me dan los vibes de Mondstadt. Llegaste al destino.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
Alright.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Entre las ruinas, pues terminamos esta, supongo que será un dominio. Y nivel 61, equipo nivel 61 recomendado. ¿Qué nivel soy? ¿O qué nivel tengo? Un segundo. Vale, lo tengo 60, 60, 50, 70. Vale. La verdad es que... A ver, fortalecer. Si quisiera. El 70. El arma, este que la tengo. Y el 50, vale. Pues... ¿Puedo mejorarla? No puedo mejorarla. Si la pudiera mejorar, la haría, la verdad. ¿Puedo extenderlo? Faltan flores de esas de mierda. Creo que esta tipa también. Correcto. ¿A esta tipa qué? Nivel 60 la tengo. Vale. ¿A esta tipeja qué? La para. Vale, nada. Pues tengo un buen nivel, la verdad. Vamos allá. Empezar. Vale.
Go, Barbara, go!
En 10 minutos te regreso. Bueno, en 10 minutos no, en 20 minutos.
Let's dance.
Give us.
Qué buena es la música de este juego.
Lights out. Judgment.
You can't run.
Me ha reventado ahí, la verdad.
Don't waste my time.
Jesús.
Submit.
Qué hostia me ha dado.
Windblade.
You dare to hit me?
La 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 la.
Judgment.
Ah, que ya está. Un poco más. Está fuera.
Protect us.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Cállate. Fucking gilichul.
What? The floor here isn't safe.
Mira, hostia. No.
Let's dance.
Estamos bobos. Vale.
This place has also been contaminated by primordials.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontanian would most likely dissolve the
Right! You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous and it won't be don't get by my wrong.
No, you're right. That complicates things.
In that case...
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit.
All right.
Vale.
Oh no, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
La verdad es que los dominios de Fontaine están bastante más guapos que los de las otras zonas, va a romper.
There's something wrong with this bridge. Run for it.
¿Por qué poco no me he caído? Mi número de Jesús así. Gracias. Por llevar tacones. Mierda, haber tenido cuidado, literalmente. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Y ahora qué? Pop, pop.
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you...
Maybe she just...
Yes,
That's quite possible. However, you were the one...
Oh. This is a...
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
I was just trying...
Do you
El típico lore de este
We
juego.
were headed to see...
Right.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too.
How have you been?
I've been great. Thanks to your... They were knocking at my...
Sometimes.
Oh, yes. One moment, Miss Navia. These are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. I don't know what we would have done without your...
Did you call...
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, Demoiselle.
Perfect. In that case, we'll swap out some of the decorative plants.
Very well.
Wait. Excuse me, madam.
That's right. Is something...
No, it's nothing.
I've heard that... And why are there so few people around here?
We must mind the time, Demoiselle.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
Oh? All right then.
Piripim-pam. Para-pau-pau. ¿Qué hora es? En 10 minutos cierro directín, ¿vale?
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her two attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial. And they all seem to be oddly... Karina, Desiree,
Cuando termine el directo,
Julien.
creo que me voy a poner a ver Blue Beetle. Ya os comentaré por Twitter si es tan mala como dicen o es peor. No, pero había leído que no era tan mala. Lo que pasa es que, bueno, pues no tuvo el marketing que hubiera querido tener DC por todo el tema de la huelga y demás, ¿no? Pero bueno, ya veré lo que me parece. Así que, en fin. La verdad es que, bueno, a ver qué tal. Porque desde luego tampoco voy a ir a ver Aquaman al cine. Si ni siquiera he ido a ver las de Marvel nuevas, no voy a ir a ver las de DC. James Gunn, que es el nuevo director de DC, anunció que en 2025 se estrenaría Superman Legacy, me parece que se llama, en lo que es el nuevo universo, ¿no? Si está bien esa peli, pues me interesará DC. Si no, pues oficialmente dejaré de ver cosas de DC. Y en el caso de Marvel, pues no sé, la verdad. Me interesa ver Loki, sí, me interesa ver Miss Marvel, sí, pero me da mucha pereza. A ver, Loki no tanto porque la primera temporada de Loki me parece espectacular y muy, muy, muy buena. Pero, y esto sí que he hecho marketing porque ha habido cereales, han puesto cosas en la vida real y demás. Así que, bueno, no sé. Y luego también me falta otra cosa, me falta de Marvel. La serie de esta de Secret Invasion. Y que me da pereza, la verdad. Y poco más, la verdad. Poco más. Me podría faltar más cosas, pero bueno, meramente me da pereza.
Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. Stay
here, Navia.
Oye, no sé qué están diciendo estos pibardos. O sea, esta piba se ha caído por un pozo, casi se muere, o a lo mejor está muerta o está soñando. Y me están contando esta historia de puta mierda. A ver si termina esto. Estoy skipeando esto lo más rápido que puedo porque, en fin. Tengo hambre.
Even if Miss everything is now I speak for everyone.
¿Sabéis de lo que me recuerda el jurado de Fontaine al teatro de Red Dead Redemption 2? Que a su vez me recuerda al teatro de donde aparece Kang el Conquistador, ¿no? Pero bueno, eso es gracioso porque Kang el Conquistador pues al final está en como es contemporáneo, ¿no? Se supone que una sería... Tiene sentido que se parezca, pero esto no es nada. Estás despertando ya, Navia, por favor, despierta ya, que me quiero ir a cenar, a ver una película. Amo el cine.
Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Malus and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Don't be afraid.
Absurd! Who are you to say that? Don't let them escape! We shall keep not.
Mr. Malus and Mr. Silver.
Por favor,
must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not
La semana que viene, como os
resist.
digo, también habrá
Fair
dos directos de Genshin, ¿vale? Porque os debía 6 horas y he hecho 4.
What are you saying?
Entonces, con las dos que me quedan, pues, y otros 2 de la semana que viene, pues serían 4 básicamente.
How could she possibly be an independent individual?
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
¿Qué coño es esto?
Silence.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette!
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn.
Our thanks.
Please leave with me.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your own...
Malus.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that...
Malus... Silver...
Quickly, you...
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Vale. Nice.
Farewell.
Volvemos al dominio. En cuanto salgamos del dominio, cierro el directo, ¿vale? Para pam, para pam, para pa, para.
No, wait! Just a second!
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive.
Looks like...
Did all the sad feel...
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in. You were just about to be... I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you. Were it not for their intervention,
Wait! Did you say
Perhaps those two Oceanids were the...
I always...
Please come with me.
Neverlet, are you okay?
Hmm? Oh, I am quite...
Why do you look so stiff? Oh, Paimon.
I merely thought...
Huh?
Ah, Sijui?
No way, don't worry.
I see.
Oh, and the Duke also says...
Thank you.
He's still the... So, Neverlet.
Yep.
This is...
Yes, in fact. Amid my astonishment...
Yeah, we
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Let's dance! It's nothing! Judgment! Punishment!
Pow, 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 pow.
You can't run! Judgment!
Pow.
Windblade!
Vale.
Judgment!
Hostia. La verdad es que me está metiendo una buena ahora,
We can do it!
Tiririri.
Lights out.
Yeah! Let the show begin.
Your life is mine.
Va, no que más está fuera. Va. Puto inútil. Madre mía, la ruina.
Another unstable path. Watch your step.
Otros retrasados, tío.
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
¿Me los va a congelar a todos? Sí.
Windblade!
Judgment!
Ahí está. Y ahora hago así y hago...
Give up. Submit.
Shiver! You can't run!
La verdad es que les he hecho una criminal. Los mongólicos. Un rico cofre. Joder, qué pesado. No me mola nada, Espero que este sea el último. Vale.
Don't waste my time.
I'll protect us.
Lights out.
You can't run!
Jesús. ¡Ah! Me revienta. La bárbara. Quita. Puto retraso. Déjame. Deja de dar vueltas. ¿Qué ataque de puta mierda es ese? Toda la mocha. Vale. Mierda. Me la matan. Vale. Necesito la ulti de esta pava. Jesús. ¿Qué hace? Intenta este retrasado, te lo juro. Va. 75 de vida, vale, tío. Perfecto. Jesús, qué pesados. La verdad es que si tuviera un personaje de tipo de fuego lo hubiera matado a este antes. Como es un retrasadín. Gracias a Jesucristo. Ahí estamos. Vale. Tengo hambre, quiero cerrar el directo. No quedará mucho tampoco. Investiga el espacio de más adelante. Ah.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
¿Qué es esto?
Stone slates. It seems like they...
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
Os voy a dejar la reproducción automática y voy a ir al baño. Por cierto, ya sabéis que podéis ver toda la serie en la lista de reproducción desde, pues eso, desde que empecé la serie a finales de...
The surrounding walls also show signs of
Así que bueno,
damage.
pues podéis ver ahí todos los episodios en la lista de reproducción.
Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated. And there's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what?
And is that...
And...
Bueno, ahí nos están contando todo lo de cómo Furina llega a ser arconte hidro y todo eso, ¿vale?
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover
Por cierto, todo el tiempo
Most likely
de
due
más
to
que
us-
hagan este
Don't blame
directo se lo
yourself,
quitaré a los siguientes directos que os
chills
doy,
just
¿vale?
looking at these slates. This says that it's the
Os lo
I
especificaré
really
cuando
hope it
termine
doesn't
este,
mean
¿vale?
that.
Por ejemplo, ahora mismo llevo 10 minutos de más, pues 50 minutos
feels like these
será el
images
siguiente
are
directo
kinda
de... O sea,
weird when you look at
menos
them.
10 minutos será el directo que os digo. Si la semana que viene os llevo 4 horas, pues
right.
3 horas 50.
If the
de
images are in
momento.
chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come...
And yet the order is reversed here.
If we go by time...
Egeria, then. I had the previous Archon kneeling before the...
Did she herself commit that sin? Also, I'm still...
But who would have created...
It seems that any further
Y ya os
clues
digo,
will have to
mañana no
come
puedo
from-
hacer el directo porque tengo comida familiar,
Better get
entonces,
somewhere
pues
safe for
bueno,
now.
como os digo, pues no puedo, básicamente. Desafío completado, pues perfecto, sal de las ruinas, salgo de las ruinas y cierro directo. Pam. Por cierto, temazo el de la IA de Bad Bunny, ¿eh? Aunque a Bad Bunny no le guste, a la gente le gusta. Es lo que hay, supongo, ¿no? Pop vives en 2023, ¿eh? O sea, lo rápido que se ha desarrollado las IAs en 2023 con el fucking chat GPT. O sea, es que es una brutalidad, ¿eh? Cómo se han desarrollado las IAs en este año. Seguramente hubiera IAs muy potentes y años anteriores, pero bueno, este año, como ha salido más de cara al público y todo el mundo hemos flipado, pues espectacular, ¿no?
I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my...
Are you really gonna talk?
She has long been...
Alright.
I will be careful.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house... All right.
Perfecto. Pues... No, yo quería cerrar. No quiero hablar con nadie, quiero que me dejen en paz, tío. Por fin llegamos, pero quiero que os puto calléis. Si no lo reconocéis, están básicamente en la zona subterránea de Fontaine. Esta tipa es de Monster. Mona. Vale. ¿Y usted? ¿Mona?
Seriously?
Still, we didn't
Well, I have some Why did you think I was... Well, I used to have my own. There was nothing for it, really. Nope. Although it is used by...
Wow!
I reckon so. In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well. Astromancer.
Whoa!
My name means Mona the...
Thrice as great?
I know, right?
Talk about accept...
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to...
That sounds terrible! But anyway, you're not...
Well, I was born...
Oh, that's a good thing then.
There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean. That was the main reason, yes.
Vale.
The invitation was sent quite early on.
What do you make of...
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist. I'm afraid that this is... But on the flip side...
A visionary?
Of course. The old hag could do it, and...
Thanks, Mona.
Oh, well...
That's the greatest...
Indeed.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I came to
cállate,
see what
¿por
all
qué
the
tiene
commotion
de
was
entrar
about.
este tipo a hablar con nosotros? Que quiero irme.
So, guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I...
Chao.
And there she goes, quick as rushing water. And here we are with... Right, but we were able to recruit more...
Perfecto. No, 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 no. Callaros ya, por favor.
Good morning. To be honest, I'm still feeling... But it's time to get up, Trap.
Pues ya está. Entonces le voy a quitar 15 minutos al siguiente directo. Entonces os voy a deber 3 horas 45 la semana que viene, ¿vale? Así que bueno, muchas gracias a la gente que está en directo. Ya sabéis, podéis seguirme en Twitter, en Instagram, en los videos creo que está en la descripción. Nos vemos en el siguiente video directo. Así que bueno, muchas gracias y adiós.